Hello guys, it is me once again with a new video, and yeah, your boy Sub-Zero Exabyte is on a tree again, but today I have something that is going to blow your mind into another dimension. Your mind is going to the moon or something. I am not sure if that counts as a different dimension, but yeah, you know what I mean. That today is totally going to rock, and we are going to believe and dream our most amazing creation that has ever been known to mankind. So we are going to look for the most amazing spot for this amazing house, and then we are going to make it the thing that is going to blow your mind. And if I have to be honest, I would really recommend you making something like this in survival or something like it at least. This is going to be so cool. And if you guys would make this in survival and you would have a group of friends that also play on this server, then you will be in luck, because you are going to be the most amazing guy in your group, and you are just going to be one of the most amazing guys in the group just because you made this house. And it is actually not that hard. If you are going to start your colony or village or whatever near a mountain, then go on top of the mountain, make it a bit flat so you have some surface that you can later walk on. I recommend not doing this in the snow, but this spot is a really amazing spot, so why not? But if you have the option, choose for the option without snow. But it is not that big of a deal. But we got rid of the snow up here, so now we are going to choose where we are going to drill our little hole, and from there we can start making and digging this house, and then it will be really cool. But no, we need some more adjustments right here, and when we have done all those adjustments, then we are done with the adjustments, and then we can start with the hole. But you have to get your stuff together first, and only then you can make the hole. Yes, that was English. Or wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was, but it doesn't really matter, because it is that time again. We can start with the hole right now in a second. Yes, right now in a second. And then we are going to slowly define the earth to our liking, and we are going to make a little hole, and from this little thing we are going to start evolving into something amazing. We just need some stairs and then we are already done. But we are going to just have a lot of stairs and then we are good to go. But that is going to be amazing, so we are just going to do that, and then when we have done that, then we are the most amazing guy in this world, and then we are done. But we are going to do this right now. And then we just need to take some stuff, and then we are good to go with the flow. And if the flow is alright, then we are going to be alright, and then we are going to have an amazing house that I think no one in this entire world has ever built before. So, I am not sure if we are going to do this again, because then it is not a rare house anymore. If you guys all make it, then we maybe can start a trend or something. But we are beginning with the main base, and then we are going to do our operations from there, and it is going to be really cool from there. So we now have the tunnel, so now we just need the things that we need for the mountain to be natural, because I don't want anyone to know my house is here while I am busy with it. So I am going to make a secret entrance, but it won't be that secret because the entrance will have some kind of lever of some sort, so we are just going to hide this from the public. But we need some redstone though, and then when we have all of the red stone, then the piston can work, and then the mountain will look really weird, and that won't really be good. But that doesn't really matter, because we are going to just have the most amazing secret staircase house. So, we are just going to do all of this redstone stuff, and when we are done with it, then it will be really cool. And then when we are done with the redstone stuff, then it will be really cool. And then we are going to have a nice lever somewhere, and then we have the most amazing secret house in the world, because it is not only an amazing secret door, but it is going to be an amazing staircase secret house, which is also just too amazing to be there. So we are going to make it so that it is going to be really secret with a lever and all of that. So, we are going to have the best secret house, which it will be whatever anyone says. So we are going to just scape the mountain into a bit of a natural shape at least. And this already looks a bit better. So we have a bit of a nice look, and it won't just be one really steep mountain. And when we have that, then our little house on the mountain is going to be exposed because of the things that give it away. Because then we don't have a really nice mountain shape. So if we have a nice mountain shape, then that will be key. And then we are going to have a really secret base, because people will just think that it is just another mountain and they won't be walking over it because that would take too long. But if the mountain looks really fishy, then people will think that there might be something there, and then they will find my secret lever because they will know where to look. But if the people don't know where to look, then they don't have a chance to look at all, because then they would just not know that the base of operations of Sub-Zero Exabyte Productions is actually here on top of this mountain, and then inside of the mountain, with one small pull of a lever. So that is going to be really cool. And then when we have that really cool shape that we already kind of have, then we are good to go to dig for a bit down there, and then we are good to go to decorate the place from the inside. We are not going to have a base out of dirt. I want something along the lines of wood or something like that. So we are going to do that, and then when we have all of the wood in here, then we can start building a bed and stuff, and then it will just be amazing. So now we are going to escape the mountain even more with all of the redstone that we are going to place as well. And then it is going to be done with the lever stuff and all, and then when we have everything in the place that it is going to need to be, then we are good to go to do the insides, which, as you can probably hear in the enthusiasm of my voice, you know that I am really looking forward to doing that, and then that I am going to be really amazing with the little house that we are going to have underneath in here. So, we are just going to have all of this redstone done in just a matter of seconds, and if I have to be honest, those matters of seconds are already done. And now the matter of seconds that are left, we are just going to place a lot of dirt on, and then it is going to be amazing. But now we have the lever bit done, so that is great, but I am not sure how this is going to work though. I think the dirt is going to be just dirt and not a grass block anymore, so that is not going to be great anymore. So now we have all of this stuff like really done. Well, almost, but then when the scaping is done, then we are just great, and then we can just go inside of the staircase hole, and then when the staircase hole thing is great, then we are going to start and make the most amazing hole ever. By the time though, I think the video is going to be done or something, but we are just doing some final adjustments. Don't worry about all of that, guys. It is just for the decoration. It is really not important to the house, but we are just doing this because of the nice look that it is going to give to the mountain and also to the house. Well, this isn't really the house, I guess, but it kind of is, so I don't really know. But we have it done and it works kind of. It doesn't really look that good, but that is okay. We have all of the things done, so that is something that is just fantastic. So we just have this random little mountain on top of a mountain, which actually looks kind of odd, but that doesn't really matter. We just have the mountain look really good, because when you look at this great mountain that we do not have a name for yet, but now it is going to be called the sub-mountain, and you can recognize the mountain with the flat sides. But we are going to have that one look that you see when you look at a mountain, and on top of that mountain there is another mountain, and that is amazing. And the sub-mountain has that, with the elegance of the flat sides and the amazing look with a mountain on top of a mountain 10, that is just fantastic. Our ally wants to go inside, to be honest, so that is going to just be great. But that is just going to be amazing when it is done, and then the sub-mountain will look great, like a mountain that you have never seen before. And this mountain is also something that you have never seen before, so that is great. So we have everything in place, and now we can finally start with editing our insides, and we cannot go too far, because as you can see then the base would get exposed, and that is not what we want. But we can make it pretty big, I am sure. And we can throw some more stairs in it just because we can, and it is a staircase house, so why not? We are just adding to the hype. And this hype is the best one yet. I think that these sorts of houses are the new trend, and we probably started this trend, which is also pretty cool. But I really like that it is really cozy in here. It is just so small. But if it wasn't for these wood planks, then I don't think that it would be that cozy in here. It is just not big. It is not small, but it is kind of small. And that is just the right amount that we need. And we are doing this because we can. And our second staircase has to be made out of wood planks as well, so that is going to take some time, but that is okay. We want this house to be perfect, don't we? Yes, we do, and that is just what we are going to do, and that is fantastic. So now we are just making another space where we can build, and I am not sure what I am going to place right here. Also not sure what I should place at the previous room, but hands down it is going to be an amazing room. However, I think that one of these might just be my bedroom. I really need that, and I think that if it is really warm outside and normally I then can't sleep, but now we are inside of a mountain where it is snowing and there is stone around my living area, so I think that the warm days are over. I can just walk around with one of those portable blankets or something like that. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yes, I think it would. But we are going to throw in some wood planks on the walls, and then we are good to go to build. Oh yeah, and we need the floor and ceiling another block, which is also probably going to be wooden planks, just because they look so good, and the rest of our house is also made out of wooden planks, so it would be weird if I would change it up right here, or would it? I am not sure, maybe it would give it a bit more designer look or something, but no sub, that is not what we are aiming for, so let's just keep it like we have been doing, and then everything will be alright. And we are doing that, and then everything will go just fine. So we have everything almost in place, and then we have got a bit more of a high ceiling so we can jump around in here or whatever we want to do in here, which is also alright. So, if we want to jump around or whatever, then we can do that without hitting our heads and stuff, which is just great. But it would be alright just to place some windows right here, wouldn't it? It wouldn't then be that secret, but I think that we are able to hide those window panels from the outside with some dirt and stuff, then it might just look really great. But we do need some natural light, otherwise we feel so trapped inside, and we don't want to feel trapped in this house. But I think it looks really good like this, and the other window is also a good idea, only with the other window we have a bit of a hole in front of it, but that window is just a bit deeper into the mountain, so if we wanted we could also just expand this little cozy living area, but that is only if we wanted. If we don't want that, then we are not going to do that, and then it will just behold its cozy look. And with all this green carpet, I think that it looks just fine like this. If it was a bit bigger, then I don't think I would like it that much, but that is alright, we are just keeping it like this and that is just fine. The green carpet gives it a bit more of a sub look, and we are Sub-Zero Exabyte, and as you probably also already knew is that green is my favorite color, so I am going to have at least some green in here. Doesn't really matter what green it has to be, but we chose the carpet and now a bed, because we need some place to sleep, and if we place our bed right there, then I think that will be a really good sleeping spot. We have a little window next to us where we can look outside. The only downside of that window is that if it gets really light outside, then we could wake up from the light, but this painting is also not really working out. I just want a small painting. So we now have a small painting and now it looks alright. We don't want any big abominations of paintings, then it would just ruin the cozy look that we are aiming for. And we don't want that to change, so we are just keeping it cozy with small paintings and not these really large ones because those don't look great, but I do like what we have created right here. The painting in the wall, that was a good idea from me, even though I say so myself, but I do dare so to say so myself, so that is fantastic. So, I think that we now came to the point where the decorations come in place, and we are going to place a lot of things that are going to look nice, but also stuff that we really need, like a chest to store our stuff. We need a crafting table. We could use some furnaces, and it is always nice to have an anvil in your house if you have the option, so we are also going to have one of those, just because we can and we might need it later on. We also could use some books down here, that would be really nice. I am not really sure what else we would do all the time down here. We could make a television, but I am not sure if I would be able to get reception right here, so I am not going to take the gamble to make one. So we have some books, which is not really the best we could get for ourselves, but at least it is something to pass the time. We could also, with all this bone meal that I am about to place on top of the grass up here, we could also maybe start a little garden or some sort of something where we can grow some crops and stuff, but the entrance looks a bit fishy, but I don't think that wanderers would think anything of it, so I think that we are good to go. And we now have some grass and some nice flowers and all kinds of stuff, so now it looks just fantastic from the outside and also from the inside. And we are not only keeping all the grass up there, we need a lot of grass in the area, then it doesn't look fishy that we only have grass on top of the mountain, but we also have some down there on the not so high point of the mountain, which then doesn't look that fishy, but now it looks just fantastic how we have it now. And that is alright. So now we have that, and now we can start viewing our house, and I think that outhouse is just too good to be true. But yeah guys, it is that time again. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys like the concept of my house, and I will see all of you another time. Bye guys.